Sigmund Freud, the unconscious mind's influence on behavior. What is it that propels our deepest desires into action, even when hidden from the conscious mind? Hello, I am Sigmund Freud, and perhaps you've heard of me in the context of psychoanalysis, a method through which I believe we can explore the human psyche. Today, let me take you through the fascinating landscape of the unconscious mind and its profound influence on behavior. The unconscious theater. Imagine, if you will, a theater. This is no ordinary theater, for it stages the most intricate productions, ones you are not consciously aware of. These performances influence your every act, your feelings, and your thoughts. This theater I speak of is the unconscious mind. Allow me now to draw back the curtains and illuminate the stage where the dramas of the unconscious unfold. The unconscious mind holds the scripts of our past experiences, our suppressed emotions, and our primal instincts. It is a reservoir of feelings and thoughts that lie outside of our conscious awareness, yet it directs much of our behaviors and decisions. When you experience a spontaneous reaction or a slip of the tongue, these are not mere coincidences. They are performances escaping from this unseen stage. Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound lessons from the legend. Consider the case of a patient of mine, whom I shall call Anna. She came to me troubled by an inexplicable anxiety that seemed to have no root in her present life. Through analysis, we discovered that this anxiety was a repressed fear from her childhood, a fear that had been pushed out of her conscious mind but continued to exert influence over her behavior. This is the power of the unconscious. It remembers and acts upon every scene ever scripted in your life's play. The Symphony of Dreams. Dreams, in my theory, are the royal road to the unconscious. They are the encrypted messages from the depths of your psyche, telling tales of your innermost desires and fears. Dreams are not to be dismissed as mere fantasy. They are the manifestations of your unfulfilled wishes, the desires that you have tucked away far from your waking thoughts. Dreams are a common thread in the tapestry of human experience. One notable dream was that of the esteemed composer Giuseppe Verdi, who, as legend has it, dreamt the famed chorus of Va Pensiero from his opera Nabucco. This dream was a conduit for his unconscious, a deep longing for the freedom and unity of his people during a time of political unrest in Italy. The defense mechanisms. Now, let us turn to the mechanisms that guard the gates of the unconscious. Defense mechanisms are the unconscious mind's protectors, shielding you from the truths that may be too difficult to face. Denial, repression, projection. These are but a few of the sentinels that keep certain truths at bay from your consciousness. You see, the unconscious mind can be likened to a vigilant sentinel, always active, always influencing, yet seldom acknowledged. It's a force that shapes your perceptions, guides your decisions, and scripts your interactions with the world, often without your conscious consent. The dynamics of personality. The unconscious mind is also the battleground where the ID, ego, and superego vie for dominance. The ID, driven by the pleasure principle, seeks immediate gratification of desires. The superego, the moral compass, strives to uphold societal norms and values. Caught in the middle is the ego, the rational part of the psyche that mediates between the demands of reality, the ID, and the superego. These three entities are constantly in conversation, negotiating the terms of your behavior and influencing your choices. An imbalance in this delicate interplay can lead to inner conflict, neuroses, and in some cases, psychological distress. This, my dear listener, is the first act of our exploration into the unconscious mind. Through these initial insights, you can begin to understand the undercurrents that steer the ship of your conscious life. Now, let us dive deeper into the ocean of the unconscious and its influence on behavior, the Labyrinth of Desire. As we venture further into the depths of the unconscious mind, we encounter the complex pathways of desire and instinct. These pathways are often obscured and misunderstood, cloaked in the shadows of our psyche, yet they are the very forces that propel us towards action. Consider desire not as a single thread, but as an intricate web, woven with the fibers of our most primal needs and our most elaborate fantasies. These desires dictate the course of our lives in ways that we may not consciously comprehend. It is through the analysis of these hidden yearnings that we can begin to understand the enigmatic nature of human behavior. The language of symptoms. Symptoms, whether they manifest as physical ailments or psychological disturbances, are often the language through which the unconscious mind communicates. They are signs, symbols of conflicts and repressed traumas that reside beneath the surface of our awareness. When deciphered, these symptoms can reveal the narratives that have been silenced by our conscious minds. I recall a patient, a young man plagued by an inexplicable phobia of sand. Through careful analysis, we uncovered a childhood memory, long repressed, of a near-drowning experience at the beach. His phobia was not merely a fear of sand. It was the unconscious mind's way of expressing the terror associated with this traumatic event. The seduction of the past. The unconscious mind is a seductress, luring us into the dance of the past. It is in the unconscious where our past experiences, particularly those of early childhood, hold sway over our present behavior. These experiences are the architects of our personality, silently constructing the framework upon which we build our identity. The past is never dead. It is not even past. It breathes within us, through us, shaping our reactions and interactions. The child who was once denied affection may grow into an adult who seeks it relentlessly, often without understanding the root of this insatiable need. This is the unseen hand of the unconscious, guiding the brushstrokes of our lives. The mirage of repression. Repression is the unconscious mind's mirage, an illusion that offers the false promise of oblivion. When we encounter experiences that are too painful or threatening to our self-concept, the unconscious mind represses them, concealing them from our conscious awareness. But like a mirage, these repressed memories and emotions are not truly gone. They merely lie in wait, shaping our behaviors in unseen ways. The repressed elements of the psyche are akin to the submerged part of an iceberg, invisible to the ship's crew, yet capable of sinking the mightiest vessels. It is only by acknowledging and confronting these submerged aspects that we can navigate safely through the waters of the psyche. In this second act, we have traversed the labyrinth of desire, deciphered the language of symptoms, waltzed with the seductress of the past, and peered through the mirage of repression. Each of these elements plays a pivotal role in the unconscious mind's influence on behavior. Let us now continue our journey, plumbing further depths and uncovering more secrets that lie within the theater of the unconscious, the Tapestry of Transformation. Embark with me now on an exploration of transformation, where we unravel the complex tapestry of the human psyche and its capacity for change. In this intricate weave, each thread represents the potential for metamorphosis, guided by the unseen hand of the unconscious mind. The alchemy of analysis. The process of psychoanalysis is akin to alchemy, transforming the base metals of our unconscious turmoil into the gold of self-awareness. It is a journey into the innermost recesses of the mind where we confront and reinterpret the narratives that have been written by our unconscious. As we analyze the symbols and motifs that recur in our dreams and behaviors, we unlock the cryptic messages of the unconscious. This analytical process is not just an excavation of past wounds, but also a reauthoring of our internal scripts. It is through this transformation that the individual can achieve a more harmonious inner world, the rebellion of the repressed. The unconscious mind is not content to remain in the shadows. It seeks expression, often through the rebellion of the repressed. When we fail to acknowledge and integrate the parts of ourselves that we have banished from conscious thought, these elements can revolt, manifesting in unexpected and sometimes disruptive behaviors. The case of Dora, a young woman who suffered from hysteria, showcases this rebellion. Her symptoms were not mere physical ailments, but an insurrection of repressed emotions and unspoken truths. Through the therapeutic process, Dora began to recognize the language of her unconscious mind, allowing her to address the true sources of her distress. The wisdom of the unconscious. The unconscious mind, while often perceived as a source of turmoil, also holds profound wisdom. It is the guardian of our inner truths, the keeper of insights that we have yet to bring into consciousness. By listening to the whispers of the unconscious, we can access a wellspring of creativity, intuition, and inner guidance. Great artists and thinkers throughout history have tapped into this wellspring. The works of Leonardo da Vinci, the theories of Albert Einstein, and the compositions of Ludwig van Beethoven are all testament to the power of the unconscious mind to inspire and elevate human thought and creation. The dance of change. Change is not a singular event, but a dance, an ongoing interplay between the conscious and the unconscious. As we become more attuned to the rhythms of our inner world, we learn to move with grace through the changes that life presents us. This dance is not always easy. It requires us to face the dissonance within and to seek harmony between our inner desires and outer realities. This third act has taken us through the transformative power of analysis, the rebellion and wisdom of the unconscious, and the delicate dance of change. As we prepare to conclude our journey, we must remember that the unconscious mind is not a static entity, but a dynamic force, constantly shaping and reshaped by our experiences and insights. Let us now proceed to the final act, where we will synthesize our understanding and learn how to harness the influence of the unconscious in our quest for personal growth and self-discovery. The Odyssey of Self-Discovery. In this final act, we embark on the ultimate odyssey, a voyage across the vast seas of the psyche, navigating through the swells of the unconscious to arrive at the shores of self-discovery. This journey is the culmination of our exploration, the point at which we integrate the wisdom of the unconscious with the intentionality of the conscious mind. The convergence of consciousness. Self-discovery is not a destination but a process of convergence, where the conscious and unconscious aspects of our psyche meet and merge. Through this integration, we achieve a state of wholeness, a balance that allows us to move through life with a greater sense of purpose and understanding. It is through the convergence of consciousness that we can truly come to know ourselves, not just the persona we present to the world, but the multifaceted being that exists within. This self-knowledge is the compass that guides us, the map that helps us navigate the complexities of our inner and outer worlds, the art of self-mastery. With self-discovery comes the art of self-mastery. The more we understand the undercurrents of our unconscious mind, the more adept we become at steering our own course. Self-mastery involves recognizing the influence of our internal narratives and choosing which stories we allow to direct our lives. Self-mastery does not mean we control or eradicate the unconscious. Rather, we learn to work with it, to appreciate its depths, and to harmonize its whispers with our conscious choices. It is the delicate art of aligning our innermost desires with our outward actions, crafting a life that is reflective of our truest self. The legacy of inner transformation. The impact of this inner transformation extends beyond the self. As we evolve, so too do our relationships and the legacies we leave behind. A person in tune with their unconscious is like a pebble cast into a pond. The ripples of their inner growth spread outward, influencing their environment and the people within it. The legacy of inner transformation is one of authenticity and depth. It enriches our interactions and imbues our life's work with profound meaning. When we are true to ourselves, we inspire others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery, contributing to a world where the unconscious is not feared, but revered for its power to heal, to reveal, and to transform. The eternal voyage. As this odyssey of self-discovery draws to a close, we realize that it is but one chapter in the ongoing saga of the human experience. The journey does not end here. It is an eternal voyage, a perpetual quest for understanding that continues as long as we draw breath. The insights we have gained from the unconscious are lanterns lighting our way, illuminating the path forward. Each step we take is an opportunity for growth, each challenge a chance to apply the wisdom we have unearthed from the depths of our being. And so, with a newfound respect for the enigmatic realm of the unconscious, we embrace the Odyssey of self-discovery. May the knowledge we have acquired on this journey empower us to live with authenticity, to navigate life's complexities with insight, and to weave the tapestry of our existence with the golden threads of self-awareness and transformation.